The only way out is through. You have to experience whatever it is, big or small, that you are anxious about, self-conscious about. Whatever it is that you constantly notice yourself giving a fuck about, you need, instead of avoiding those situations, you need to actually dive deep into those situations. Because speaking from my own experience, man, I lived a life where really the majority of my life was full of anxiety, full of people pleasing. When I was young, I used to have long hair down to my ass up until age 11. And as you can imagine, a lot of people thought I was a girl, right? And so, I had to deal with the whole thing of, when I was a little boy, the waitress saying, "And for you, sweetie," but thinking that I was a girl, or, me having to use the woman's bathroom when I was a child, until I finally cut my hair at age 11, right? All these things that I, had to deal with, and looking back at it, I felt like I should have cut my fucking hair at a fucking young age, but that's another story for another day. But what I'm trying to get at here is, I lived in fear of people asking, "Are you a girl or a boy?" I always used to hate that shit, man. And before you ask me, why the hell did you not cut your hair, Dallas? Like I said, it's another fucking video. But I always lived in fear. So anybody watching this video, okay, if you constantly feel like you can't even blink, breathe without feeling anxiety, I've been there, man. I've been there. I know how it feels to where everybody is, doing their exam in the classroom, and yet you still feel like everybody's looking at you. I know how it feels where you can't even walk past a bunch of people in public because automatically you start blushing. I know how that feels. I know how that feels. But then we come to realize that those same people that you thought were looking at you, they didn't even really give a shit about you, right? But the only way out is through. Now, why do I say that? Well, a lot of people might think, okay, well, that's obvious. Like, the only way I'm going to gain confidence is if I just continue to, try experiencing whatever it is I'm trying to experience, and then I overcome it, right? But you see, there's also a science behind it. But let's break it down here, guys. This is not that difficult. Whenever we are in a situation where, we are uncomfortable, where we have stage fright, or we're giving a fuck about, whatever, we feel that sensation in our body. And it's not a positive sensation. Now, for everybody, it could be different. It could be a lump in the throat. It could be, a panic attack. They can't breathe properly. But the point is, you feel it. It's actual pain. Now, nobody is stabbing you, but it's still pain to a degree. Well, when you put yourself intentionally in that situation, okay, you actually tell yourself, I am going to intentionally put myself in this uncomfortable situation. You are actually talking to the sensations, to your brain, to everything, to the function center of your body. You are talking to that, not just to your spirit, but you're also talking to your body. Remember, our bodies oftentimes can tell, without even having to look outside, if it's night or day. Our bodies, scientific studies have proven that our bodies kind of have a little bit of a mind of its own without our help. In many ways, it's almost kind of like, this is going to sound kind of stupid, but kind of like the Spidey suit, the symbiote suit, the black suit from Spider-Man, where, many people would say it has kind of like a mind of its own, and, you had to overcome it. That's kind of the way it is. You have to overcome your body. Well, when you go in a situation and you tell yourself, I'm going to intentionally put myself in this discomfort, one of the things that you're doing is you are automatically telling yourself, this is something I approve of. I am already ready for this. So whenever you automatically prepare yourself for something, there is going to be a little bit of the edge taken off of that. Okay. So automatically, guys, when you put yourself in, okay, let's just use an example of maybe you had to pass by, I'm just going to use like a really common one. Like you have to pass by in the cafeteria and your crush is there and you hate it because every single time you pass by there, you feel nervous and you notice that you're blushing, whatever, right? Everybody wants to look good in front of their crush. They want to look like the popular, confident guy. And maybe your issue is that you don't. You look like a spaz. So most people in that situation, they would say, I'm fucking tired of this shit, bro. I'm just gonna fucking walk the other way. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I use that example a lot because when I was in high school, I didn't fucking sit in the cafeteria all those 4 years because of that fucking reason, man. Because I did not want to have to go, oh shit, I fucking forgot my fork. Let me go real quick. And I have to just fucking pass by all the fucking cliques, the fucking jocks, the girls, the hot girls, and then, whatever, bro. Even the nerds, bro. I got anxiety just because I didn't want people staring at me, bro. I just did not feel comfortable in my own skin, bro. And it wasn't really until recently that I was able to figure out how to become myself and to be comfortable in my skin. And that's what I'm trying to teach you here. But putting yourself in that uncomfortable situation, like I said, it automatically already tells your emotional center, like, okay, I approve of this. So whatever happens, it's going to be okay. There's already that setup. But then let's say you walk by your crush and again, it's just this same vibe and you can maybe even tell that she's looking at you, bro. And maybe she even makes a weird face or like there's an expression of disgust. Maybe even one of her friends later tells you and says, bro, like, she said you were ugly. You see what I just did right there? That shit sounds fucking ridiculous. That shit sounds fucking stupid. But those are the stories that you tell yourself in your mind that cause you to have this crippling anxiety where you can't even fucking walk in a cafeteria to get a plastic fork. You see, that's what I'm trying to get to you guys. That's what I'm trying to reveal to you guys is the whole reason why you are having crippling anxiety over just this, conversation at the water cooler is because you are afraid of things that are fucking stupid and ridiculous. Now, there's nothing wrong with having anxiety over, oh shit, they're about to shoot me in the head. I must run. Oh, fuck, this lion's about to eat me. Let me say my prayers. Those are the situations that God that God gave us those sensations of anxieties, that fight or flight response. That is what those sensations and, chemicals in our brains are for. But you see, we've perverted our fight or flight response by linking it to a belief system that is corrupt. So the true cure is not only to become more confident, but it is to go deep in our core and can change our whole fucking belief system to begin with. You reap what you sow. Why is it that people, when we were growing up, kept saying, just stand up for what you believe in, stand up for what you believe in? Because they know. While we're over there learning, our ABCs and 1, 2, 3s as little children, and we're developing into a human being, those who have already played the game for years, they know that we run on faith. Now look, I'm not going to get religious here or whatever. I do worship Christ, okay? Perfectly, of course not. But one thing that I know is that we are what we believe. And if you are believing a bunch of bullshit, that it's going to be the end of the world if a girl rejects you, or if you're blushing in the middle of a conversation, or whatever it is, if you have a belief system like that, shit's going to limit you from career opportunities that you couldn't even imagine. A lot of you are struggling paycheck to paycheck. And if you guys were just to take the time to sit with yourself, you might end up discovering a talent that could be monetized into a business that can allow you to escape from that hellhole that you call your job. You know you're not happy there. So get out. Every single time that you're in a situation where you know you're giving too much of a fuck, or you're having high anxiety, instead of figuring out coping mechanisms, fucking dive deeper. Okay, you feel that pain? Okay, fucking yeah, I feel that anxiety. Yeah, I'm blushing. Let me make it fucking redder than a tomato. Okay? And I know I sound fucking crazy, but this is gonna take faith. Anytime you are in a situation where they're all looking at you, oh my gosh, I can just feel them looking at me. What do I do? Hopefully I don't make a mistake. Make the mistake. Intentionally fuck up. And listen to their insults. Oh, you're fucking retarded. Oh, you're stupid. Love the pain. Become so acquainted with the pain that you stop fucking caring. Isn't it interesting that whenever we try to chase money, chase women, chase love, chase success, we don't get it? Well, it's the same thing when you chase anxiety. It goes away.